Hey folks, it's your buddy Mike Messier, and this is a special video. It's a late night, May 23rd, 2021. Special video. It doesn't matter when you watch it. It's not, you watch it whenever you want. But I want to say a special thanks to the subscribers. 712, I believe 713 and counting. And I want to say a special hi to the new, I'll call them the Moroccan brothers. Couple of cool dudes I just met tonight in my travels down here to Orlando, Florida, and I made record time, folks. For those that know me intimately, you know that I'm not a very fast driver. I don't speed. I obey the laws, and I tend to take a lot of rest stops. And today I didn't. I obeyed the traffic. I'm not a speeder. I'm a pretty fairly I obey the law. I don't want to get pulled over. I don't want to deal with that. And I don't want to get into an accident. But I didn't pull over a lot, and I blazed from Jacksonville down to Orlando in record time for me. Saw my family, met these Moroccan gentlemen, and also a special shout out to my friend Teresa, her longtime boyfriend Jose, a good buddy of mine. They are avid Mike Messier watchers. You might have seen Jose in a little cameo the other day. And Jose's also been very helpful with my phone, helping me with my phone. It's always good to have friends. There's a lot of life lessons I can throw at you. And I'm not here to fucking sell products because I'm not getting product placements. But one thing that I've done to save money, folks, is I don't pay a monthly phone bill. I pay my phone bill up front at the beginning of the year, trusting that I'll live for the year, and so far I have. So I've learned with different companies, and if you're really interested, leave a comment and I'll send you my referral link. But I paid $360 for the year for unlimited, this, that, and the other, and I find that to be working for me. And that does not include a phone. I had to buy a phone on my own. And you might have noticed that there's less interrupted videos. Mistress Jen was very upset with several of my videos ending abruptly. Well, I got to the root of that issue. It's because I had a 16 gig memory or storage phone. It just really wasn't good enough. And now I'm up to 256. So I'm not a tech guy, but I'm just technical enough to be dangerous or to know a little bit about something. And for me, that 16 was just not good enough. I had to get up to the 256. That's why you've been able to enjoy things like the mic cam at AEW last month, April 9th, the Double or Nothing, or it wasn't even Double or Nothing, it was the Blood and Guts. Funny, just when you think you've got something special, you find someone else. There's another guy who was in the audience at Blood and Guts who had probably a better camera angle than mine. And we became Facebook buddies. He taped the whole Blood and Guts thing. He's got like 30,000 views on his. Kind of just interesting. I thought I had the key on the market, but he had a better view than me. Give credit to him. And I told him that if we took the commentary from my Blood and Guts wrestling match coverage, the guy in my row that's just screaming his own commentary, and mixed that with his camera angles as the A cam, mine as the B cam, if anyone is an editor and is morbidly bored, maybe we can get that going. You might have noticed I'm not an editor. I work with editors. When I'm making a movie, Disregard the Vampire, a Mike Messier documentary, was master edited by Tim Labonte. Eileen Slavin did the original edit, and they worked well together. And Tim also did Blood Sugar Sedace. Great job on that, Tim. But for me, when I'm filming stuff, this is a one-shot deal. If I'm not happy with this shoot, I shoot it over. But typically, I go with it. And I don't really self-censor. And there's only been, I think, in the history of me doing these videos, one time that I can remember I was not happy with a video and retaped, from the beginning. So anyway, just a little backstory for you. I think I left my car door open, so I'm going over to my car. Nope, it's an optical illusion. What I'm looking at is the shopping cart in front of my car. So here I am outside of Walmart And I just get all these YouTube notifications that they're gonna crack down on people's face and stuff. Like if you don't have permission to show someone's face, you can't show it. I might have to sit down, folks, to be honest. You wanna do a sit and chat? Is that what you wanna do? So, or I could lean against a tree. But here I am in Orlando, Florida, and I always have a little ritual, just like pretty much everybody else. The night before going to the parks, as they call them, the Disney parks, I go to Walmart and I buy stuff in order to bring it into the parks and to have some refreshments for the week that I don't have to pay the Disney prices, as they say, the Disney hike. Because you get in there and you're paying $7 or $8 for a soda or whatever the fuck, a water. And I will give Disney credit. They allow you to bring a bag, you know, like in there, like a backpack, and other parks don't. So I'm probably going to stick with the Disney parks for my for my amusement park, part of being a Floridian now. And it's funny because just now, after a year and a half of being here, I'm starting to identify, as the kids say, with being a Floridian. I'm starting to feel like I'm a Florida person now, which knowing me is right about the time when I usually start to want to leave. But I'm actually pretty happy being here. And it's just funny because I have had a life where there's a lot of unrest. There's just something about me, and I have a good friend who's the same way, just a low level of anxiety at all times that something could be different, something could be better, something needs to be changed. And I feel like now it's not changed, it's improved. And I feel that I'm the one that can improve it. I don't feel that there's anybody or anything other than what's under my control to improve situations. And essentially what that means is me getting back to writing. And writing the sequel to A Distance from Avalon, When the Dying and the Dead Reunite. And also, there is a way that you fine folks can help me out, which is to grow this YouTube channel. And I really don't feel like, when I say grow, just more people watching. That's pretty much it. In a way, I'll give you a dirty little secret here, folks. I'm glad that this channel has not blown up, as they say, before now, because had this channel blown up before, I would have self-censored like pretty much anyone else. The more attention you get, the more eyeballs on your work, the more that people are kind of looking for you at an opinion. You know, if you watch these people, the Sean Hannitys or the Tucker Carlsons or the what's the girl with the short black hair on the news, Alyssa Milano, choose your talking head. Choose your person who says stuff that people retweet or they get angry. You're Jordan Peterson, left wing, right wing, politics, wrestling, entertainment, anything. Anyone that has the public's ear, or even this Ricky Schroeder guy coming out of nowhere from Silver Spoons. Haven't heard from Ricky in a while, and suddenly everyone's talking about him because of what he's doing with this guy at the Costco. Anytime you're under the public scrutiny and people are actually listening to you, there is, in my opinion, an element of either saying things just for the sake of saying them to provoke a reaction, or self-inhibiting, or both. And for me, with the, I'm happy to have 713 subscribers, and maybe the number's going up by the time you're seeing this. But had I were to have 1 million subscribers, 5 million subscribers before now, I might not have the confidence or the freedom of MILF Mania that's buried in the Mike Messier, subscribe to Mike Messier YouTube channel. I might not have the freedom of the Flock video that's pretty hardcore. All the Pro Wrestling Rants, when I'm talking about politics and pro wrestling and the policies of these wrestling groups and the hypocrisies, the things that I say, Schtick Man. I mean, we should talk about Schtick Man. Schtick Man, we've got a whole week, folks, of seven midnights of Schtick Man. It's this week. It's new to you, as I call it. If you have not seen Schtick Man before, and I would say 99.99% of you have not seen Schtick Man before, this is the week to experience 7 midnights of Schtick Man starting tonight. Now, if you missed the premiere at midnight, that's okay. It's okay. You can go back and watch. But I thought it would be fun for some of you who are really super hardcore to set your clocks and enjoy Schtick Man at midnight for the whole week. Isn't that exciting? So please do. So basically what I'm saying is, did I say the point or did I gloss over it in the pitch? The point of the matter is this. Because I've not been under the public scrutiny, I've had freedom of thought. I've had freedom of expression because I have no fear. I have no fear, and I've had no fear. Watch the Vince Russo interviews Mike Messier. You see absolute abandonment of fear, abandonment of repercussion in what I'm saying. So am I putting myself over? Probably, yes. But I'm saying because this channel has not had 1 million subscribers or whatever the fuck, I haven't felt a responsibility to the world to mind my P's and Q's and be a good little boy. And so I've said whatever the fuck I wanted, and all these videos are now in the public domain or the fucking YouTube domain, and you can watch them and you can enjoy them and you can criticize them and so forth. So I'm grateful that I've had the freedom and I've exercised it, quite frankly. That being said, it's time for this channel to blow up. And one thing you can do, fine folks, you can, if you enjoy some of these videos, whether it's the beach wrestling, the aforementioned Disregard, the Vampire Mike Messier documentary, Schtick Man is very retweetable. I encourage you all, I'm not asking, I'm encouraging you all to share the videos. Copy the, paste the URL, put it in your URL, Schtickamabob, and put it on your Twitter, put it on your Reddit, put it on your Facebook. Join the fun, help a brother out, and there you go. So, what's up for Mike Messier? Subscribe to Mike Messier YouTube channel this week. We've got a fun week. We got the 7 Schtick Mans at midnight. I will be doing, I'm sure, some Mike's Instant Movie reviews. I haven't gotten a whole lot of ballyhoo or hippobob from these Disney videos. So if I do go to Disney, which I'm sure I will, either with family or with myself, I don't know if you care, you know, because there's other people that have like all those ride videos and so forth and crap, and I don't know. So you leave a comment if you're morbidly interested in seeing me at Disney. You do have to mask up there, so it's hard for me to do a full rant. I can't go to Mickey Mouse and give him a rant about his issues with Minnie, or I can't, you know, try to decipher if Pluto's a dog, if Goofy's a dog, or if Goofy's a horse, or Goofy's a cow, apparently. I grew up in the days when Goofy was a dog who talked and walked, and Pluto was a dog on all fours who bowed and wowed, and now all of a sudden Goofy's a fucking cow. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if I agree with that. The movies, I'm sure I'll see some good movies this week. I'm going to see The Quiet Place 2. I will be seeing that film with a Mike's Instant Movie review. Getting back to these Moroccan gentlemen, I don't know if they're still watching this or not, but we were kind of exchanging life stories when we had our conversation tonight. And these Moroccan gentlemen, young guys, brothers who are here, they're living their lives in the United States, in Florida, and they seem to be quite happy. And so, you know, it's, to me, I gave them encouragement, I gave them respect. I said, it's cool that you guys had the fucking balls to do that, to leave your home country, which sounds like a cool country to me. Not that I've ever been there. I've never been to Morocco, but it sounds like fun. And to, for whatever reason, seek the American dream, baby, and come to the United States. And they seem to enjoy it. So, like I said, and I don't even, because look, here's the thing. I don't want to make anybody feel bad. You know, for those people who are living somewhere, it could be Idaho, it could be Detroit, it could be anywhere, could be Fairfax, Virginia, you know, anywhere that you live, if you're not happy, I encourage you to move. And, you know, it doesn't matter. I mean, look, and I have a good friend. He's in Connecticut. He's been in Connecticut for most of his life. And his town, his village, so to speak, is very nice, but he's miserable. He's been there for a long time, and he reminds me of me, you know, 3 or 4 years ago. It doesn't matter if you have friends that are telling you to stick around, if you have family that doesn't want you to leave. You've got to do what's best for you. And if that requires you to get up and move, then do so. Don't feel the inclination to stick around where you're not feeling good about it. That's my advice. And you can go to the Mike's moving videos, Mike moving to Florida 1, 2, and 3 and see what I think, because it's not about the technical aspects of moving to Florida so much. It's about the emotional aspects of coming to a conclusion that you're not happy with your life, and the same line of fucking dog shit advice that everybody tried to give me. Well, wherever you are, your problems are with you, or you can't get away from yourself. Those fucking cliches are coming from people that have their own agenda to keep you where you are, or they're too afraid to leave themselves, or they want to stay in their square box. They want you to stay in your square box. The point of the matter is this, folks. We build our own coffins. We crawl inside, take with us what we can inside of those coffins, and close the lid down on ourselves. So you can bury yourself in roses, or you can bury yourself in cow dung. It's up to you. So that's my thought. But any effing way, it's getting close now. The time is at hand. I guess I could tell you about this for 7 midnights of Schtick Man or so forth. I could tell you about this Walmart adventure. You know, I don't know. You get in there and it's like, it's 10:20. They're supposed to be open to 11. There's already lines. You know, here's the deal, folks. I don't know what's going on with our country. Have as much fun as you can until the whole thing fucking sinks, because there doesn't seem to be enough people working, so the lines are really long. I'm sure that this is just like this is like a fucking Disney Walmart, so meaning that it's within, you know, everyone's got the same idea at fucking Sunday at 11. I'll go get my stuff from Walmart before we go to Disney tomorrow. Everyone's got the same fucking idea, and so everybody comes out at the same time. That being said, people are pretty nice in there. There was a lady, African-American lady. She was probably 25 or 30. She had a child with her, but she had very interesting hair. Her hair was like a sun. It was like yellow and red and just different colors, and kind of like a Sasha Banks thing. And so I actually had a moment and I complimented her hair, and she appreciated that. You know, if you're going to go through the fucking trouble of dyeing your hair orange and fucking blonde and white and everything, then if someone compliments your hair once in a while, you probably appreciate it. Let's face facts. People that color their hair all these crazy fucking colors, and I've been known to do such a thing, they appreciate when you compliment their hair, because that's what they did it for, the goddamn attention. So there you have it. But there is, you know, look, I'm not Slim Travis myself, but there is a lot of fucking people in there that could lose a few pounds. I did experiment. I did get a couple of hot dogs from the fucking heat lamp, and they were cheap. They were $1.25. They were marked at 4:55 p.m. today. I bought them at 11. Pray for me, I guess. Hopefully they'll be okay, and I'll be okay having eaten them. I didn't think they warranted a Mike's Meals, by the way. Thanks to Benny Scala. Benny, a real good guy out there in Florida, mid-southern Florida fellow, who's been putting me over quite nicely. I read A Distance from Avalon, When the Dying and the Dead Reunite. One of the few, should be more people who've ordered this thing. But thanks, Benny, for his kind words. Nice guy. Javier Oist and myself, we're good friends. Javier, I don't know if Javier would be a glutton of punishment to get this far on the video, but Javier, I'm trying to do a video here. Stop honking. Would you mind? Okay. Javier was nice enough to say some good things about me, and to say Javier was nice enough to say some good things about me. Said that, like many people, Mike Messier thinks he's the smartest person in the room. The only difference is he probably is. So I appreciate that, Javier. You probably nailed the button right on the nail of the button. And so on and so forth. If you haven't seen it, for wrestling fans, our tribute podcast, and thanks to Monty of Monty and the Pharaoh, Mike Monty even chimed in. A very fine fellow. Monty enjoyed it, said he watched it at the track. I'll be on the Monty and the Pharaoh show soon. Of course, they had both New Jack and the Gangsters in studio, but on Dan and Benny in the Ring, we did a nice tribute video, a tribute podcast. We put our four heads together and came up with some diamonds, And I did get the New Jack book. I did not bring it with me to Orlando. I brought other books to read. And here's the thing, folks. I never read the fucking books. You know what I mean? Like, we all do that. Oh, I bought a book. You never read it. You know, like, there should be a fucking test. What percentage of books that you bought did you read? You know, that would be a tough test for me to pass. And probably you as well. Inside the Walmart, it's just people buying groceries and stuff. And I bought a couple of tank tops. It's supposed to be hot here. I mean, imagine that. It's Florida in fucking late May. So I bought a couple of tank tops to share my arms with the world. And I'm very excited. You can see, perhaps, I'm a little bit lighter in the mood. I've been using a pair of scissors to cut my goatee recently. And I just noticed today, I think I'm becoming a long-haired individual. I've never really had long hair before, and this is starting to feel like the longest hair I've had, but I wanted to get a haircut person to give me a haircut without shortening the length of my hair. Like, I want someone to cut the width or the depth of my hair without cutting the length. So if anyone has suggestions on how do I thin out my hair so I'm not so... but my hair is just, I'm glad to have it, to be honest with you. So anyway, Mike Messier, subscribe to Mike Messier YouTube channel. I know that for most of you, you're already subscribed, but share the videos, be a nice guy or a nice woman. Copy that URL, put it on your Twitter feed, your Facebook feed. It could be this video, it could be any video. Mike Messier.